Hello friend, welcome back to Eden Well. If you are new here, my name is Eden. I am a wife, I am a mom, I am a worship leader, I am a personal trainer. I wear a lot of hats, but most importantly, I am a lover of Jesus, and I am a Christian and a follower of Christ, and I am a kind of recent new stay-at-home mom. My son is a year and a half, and so this is a day in my life as a semi-newish mom compared to other moms of many years. But morning time right now for me is obviously breakfast. Once the baby gets up, having my quiet time with my tea, and I've been trying to be more intentional lately with getting ready. I usually am the fitness mom that just throws on a pair of leggings, gets ready for at whatever point in the day I'm going to work out. But here lately I've had to cut back on my workouts because of my health, so I'm modifying my workouts. But anyways, got ready for the day, and I'm trying to not throw my hair in a bun either, and do a nice little cute clip, so there's a shot of that. This is my perfume I've been using for a few years now, and I just love it, and for some reason it came in this version. It's not a spray bottle, it's kind of like an essential oil bottle. I thought that was interesting, but finishing up getting ready for the day, getting all prettied up, and I'm pretty sure that it makes me feel better about the day when I actually get ready. And so that's been nice to do instead of just being a slumpy mom. But anyways, do you guys remember Bible bags? Okay, so I found this at Target for $3 and I was like, okay, I need to be a Bible bag girl again. Like, that needs to come back in style, is taking your Bible bag to church. I've been doing it for probably half a year now, and it feels so good. Like, here's my Bible bag. I got the Word of God and my current devotionals and things I'm reading. But this morning in particular, the baby didn't get up until probably like 8 o'clock, which is really rare. Usually I sneak in my quiet time later on in the day, whether he's awake or not. I usually don't do it in the morning, but this morning I got to do it. So typical morning quiet time. And this is a 30-day prayers for your husband devotional that I read every day. So each day comes with a new prayer, something different for his life. Right now I'm going through a Bible reading plan by How to Faith a Life. She has a YouTube channel. Her name is Faith. And I've been reading in Kings, Psalms, and Chronicles. And I'm pretty sure I'm reading simultaneously Kings and Chronicles, like chronologically, which has been pretty interesting. And I've dove back into journaling. So I've been taking up counseling and just rediscovering a lot of internal things in my life, and journaling just really helps me. And so I've gotten back into that. And then I feel like not a lot of people allow their brains to just think and just be. And so sometimes I take a moment to just let my brain think about whatever it needs to think about at whatever point in the day I'm at. So now that the little one is up, this is about when I start breakfast. Our breakfasts are usually eggs and cheese, or yogurt, or pancakes, sometimes like chicken sausage. He's a pretty well-rounded eater, and I think in particular I made pancakes this day. Baby. Mornings usually consist of also starting off with emptying out clean dishes or putting away clean dishes. So if the rack is full, I'll put those away. If the dishwasher's full, I'll get those put away. I used to be a person who used to save the messy kitchen for the morning, and now for some reason I've recently switched, and I don't know how I used to do that. I don't know how I used to walk into my kitchen and it be just a mess in the morning. I've recently switched to cleaning it at night, making sure I'm doing it at night. It wasn't a laziness thing. It was that's just what I preferred, and now I prefer it the other way. So by the way, these eggs at Costco were $5.30 for an 18 count for really decent, cage-free, good eggs. So it was Sam's Club. So go get your eggs at Sam's Club right now because they are a really good price. This little concoction here I'm making is a trick I learned on Pinterest. So I keep this dish scrubber in the shower and I combine white vinegar, dish soap, and water. And what I do is I keep it in the shower, and so like every few showers I'll just like do a little scrub down while I'm in the shower while the water's all running, and it's just been so great to keep the shower nice and clean. Also, the day before this, I self-cleaned the oven, and I didn't have time in the moment, but I self-clean the oven probably like once every 4 to 5 months, so that will be a later task for the day. So I have a few little essential oil recipes I use for like bug spray, and I call it Spidey Be Gone. I spray in my house, but they're just little concoctions for like all natural bug repellent. So this one's witch hazel, and then Shield Me was the essential oil I just shown there, and then the water. And this is like an all natural bug repellent. I'm not gonna tell you that it works perfectly, because as crunchy as we all want to be, all you moms out there, sometimes essential oils don't work. You know what I mean? They're calming and they do help. I believe they work. But when it comes to things like killing bugs, they're not 100%. I will say that I think the smell keeps mosquitoes more away than like not wearing anything. And if you want to be a little more homeopathic, you can go this route. I just like the smell of it, but honestly, this Spidey Be Gone has worked. We have not seen spiders in the house. Actually, I did see one the other day. I digress. I think they work, but they just make the house smell really good. So now I'm getting ready to leave the house, and sometimes it can be chaotic, but you know, throw this song on and you'll be thankful. Okay, so I fully intended for this video to be solely just a voiceover video, but I had to share this because I'm so silly and this cracks me up. So this morning I was supposed to drop him off at this thing called MOPS, Moms of Preschoolers, and if you know what that is, you probably know what it is. I didn't really know what it was. My friend just signed up for it a few weeks ago, and she's like, hey, you should consider signing Leon up for it. So I was like, okay. I signed up late last night, didn't think I would even get in, and I got in, and they emailed this morning, they're like, yeah, if you want to bring him by and like join the party, like come on in. My impression of MOPS was like, it's kind of like a daycare. Like you drop your kid off from 9:30 to 11:30 and you have 2 hours before you come pick them back up. And that was not the case. That's not the case. I show up to the church and I look through the doors, and it's not a church we attend. Some churches just like host them. And so I look in and I see all these women sitting at tables like inside this like room, and I'm like, oh no, is this like a gathering? So I show up, which was totally fine, but I walk in, I was like, is this the right church? To this lady who opened the door for me, and I was like, is this the MOPS group? She said, yeah, come on in, like let's get you signed in, let's get you your name tag. And I was like, oh no, this is like you stay. And I quickly go up to my friend who was there, and I was like, Steph, I did not know this was like you stay, like this is like something you stay at. And I made my grocery pickup from like 10 to 11, and this thing was like 9:30 to 11:30. So I was like, oh my gosh, my grocery, I'm like dropping my kid off and like, you know, showing up to this event. I just thought it was so funny, but it was so good. It was just like just a bunch of women who get together, and it's kind of like just a place for moms of little kids to like have a little group. I think it's like every 2 weeks or something, you know, Friday mornings. But I just thought that was hilarious because I had no idea what it was. Thought it was just like drop your kid off. I was like, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do this, and I stayed and hung out with a bunch of women I didn't know. But it was really fun and really sweet, and the message was good, and it was what I needed to hear, because it was all about slowing down and being present and saying yes to things that pop up. And I said, okay, I guess we're here and we're doing this. But it was really sweet. The women were awesome. Leon had a really good time. They took really good care of him, and I just thought that was hilarious. So that's where I was the last 2 hours. And I got my groceries. They kept them late for me, and so we did the Aldi pickup, and so we're gonna unload and start getting ready for the party tomorrow. So now that my impromptu women hangout session is over, I got to cleaning the oven. So I use this product called the Pink Stuff. Yes, you need it for your oven. That stuff is so amazing. It's kind of pasty, and I pretty much have only used it on the oven and the stovetop, but it gets a lot of that grimy stuff that just doesn't really come out when you self-clean the oven. And it doesn't have like a scent. It just smells clean. It doesn't have like this fragrancy, vibe to it, but it's just a clean smell from your oven. We do a lot of homemade pizza nights, and my husband is the kind of guy that throws it right on the rack, and doesn't put it on a pan, and stuff drips. And so I feel like I do have to self-clean the oven fairly often, just because stuff drips and then it smells and then it burns and it's just not very fun. So I do like to get the oven clean because then it doesn't stink the house up. There's my little helper. He's so sweet. And I just went ahead and did the topper too, especially with those like little water stains, and when you do pasta and stuff, it just gets like all over. So I did a little scrub on the top, and I think it turned out really good. The stuff has really impressed me. I haven't used it on anything else except the stove for some reason, but I tend to forget about it, except for the oven. But yeah, I think it gave some pretty good results. Got the babe some lunch. So Sam's Club has these really great organic chicken strips, and then he loves hummus and he loves yogurt, and so I bought these reusable pouches because I was sick of buying the really expensive yogurt pouches. And here, if you have not done like LaCroix and adding like a water flavor, like a Mio or something, here's your sign, because it is so good. I think it's better than like flavored drinks that you can buy, like the Zevias and stuff. I think it tastes so good. So the day before, this is the day of recording. This is the day before I host a mama's brunch. So the baby slept for 3 hours, you guys. It was amazing. So he usually doesn't sleep that long, but he slept so long for me to get all this stuff done. I prepped all of this food for a mama's brunch that I'm hosting the day after that I recorded this. And I'll have some clips of the final results at the end. But here I am prepping all of that food. So that was a fruit salad I was making of watermelon, strawberries, blueberries, and then you put like honey and lime on it. I have some vegan mama friends, so I made some vegan blueberry muffins. They were so good. They were pretty much like the showstopper, actually, of the whole morning. Like, everyone loved the blueberry muffins. And it was interesting because instead of egg, it had you soak chia seeds. And then once you were ready to like mix the chia seeds in there, it was kind of like an egg consistency, like kind of thick. This is a vegan green goddess sandwich that I made. So that's like the inside of it. So it was like hummus and avocado and chickpea, and it was so, so good. And then those strawberries were baked with honey and balsamic vinegar for some whipped feta and toast. And this was just a little snack I needed. So I bought these, I think they were from Aldi. And then this I got from Walmart, the pimento cheese. I'm a huge pimento cheese girl, okay? So that was my little afternoon snack. After I got all of that food prepped, the baby and I have been spending so much time outside, and it's been so sweet. We love our backyard. We're redoing it because it's a little hilly and a little slopey, but he loves playing in water. We love being outside. It's been a little hot here in Tennessee, but we've been making the most of the afternoons where the sun is in the front of the house and not the back, so that helps. But he's obsessed with bubbles, so we have this little bubble machine, and we just hang out, and we sing songs outside, we worship outside, and I don't know, those are just really sweet moments with my babe. So here are some results from the mama's brunch that I had. And so I had 3 gorgeous friends come and hang out. 3 of my other friends weren't able to make it, but we made the most of it. And it was just such a sweet morning of fellowship, good food. So there's the sandwiches, and I think I'm going to show up close the whipped feta dish, but that's the fruit salad. It was really good. That's the whipped feta and baked strawberries. It didn't turn out quite how I wanted, but it was still pretty good. The sandwiches were super good. And we had lemonade and some LaCroix and Zevias, and it was just a great little morning with my friends. So this is a little outfit check. But thanks y'all for watching, and I hope you had a great time hanging out with me for my day in the life.